Hello, fourth grade. For today's lesson and this week's lessons, we're going to continue working on the geography of California. Now, the last time when we left off, we looked at different kinds of maps and we used the information from these maps to fill in our grid over here and answer our questions. Now, the geography of California has played a role in the way people live and where people live. Most of California's population is crowded into small parts of the state because of mountains and deserts. So we're going to look at the different parts of California, and then we're going to go on and complete a worksheet. So Northern California, which is this upper portion up here, has a lot of mountains and it gets more rain than the rest of the state. There's also two major volcanoes in the area, including Mount Lassen. Over here, you can also see labeled is Goose Lake. We've got the Cascade Mountains right here and the Klamath Mountains. Now for the Central Valley is between the two large mountain ranges that we have. And it's this flat middle area that has very fertile soil. So it's really good for growing different kinds of crops. So this is the Central Valley, which is made up of the Sacramento Valley and the San Joaquin Valley. And the two mountain ranges that we were talking about over here are the Sierra Nevada Mountains and the Coastal Mountain Range. So the Central Valley falls right in between those two. Now over here we have the Sierra Nevada, which is the ranges that are to the east of the Central Valley, and they have really high elevations that are somewhat of a barrier or a block for travel in Eastern California. Also right over here we've got Lake Tahoe. Now the southeast is the region that's extremely dry. One of the hottest areas in the country is where we have Death Valley and the Mojave Desert. Over here on the coastal region is where a lot of the people will live. The coastal region is lined by long mountain ranges. It gets a lot of small earthquakes that happen along this region, especially near San Francisco Bay. San Francisco Bay is right up here. We also have the Channel Islands right off the coast. Now I want you to go in and complete this page for your worksheet. You're going to put your full name and date at the top. We're going to read through together. California is on the west coast of the United States. Color California blue. California is bordered by Nevada, Arizona, and Oregon. Color them red. And over here, you're going to decide what direction they are from California. So Oregon, is it north, south, east, or west of California? Nevada and Arizona. So those are the states right here that border or touch the edges of our state, California. So go ahead and fill in your answers right here. Next, we're going to take a look at the population density map. Which areas on the map have the highest population? So we can go ahead and go back to our population density map. And we can see based on what we're seeing over here, the population density, the darker the color, the more people that live there, the more dense or more people there are in that particular area. So when we go over here to fill out our answer, we're going to write a complete sentence explaining where the highest populations are in California. Why do you think this is? So after you've answered this part, explain your thinking using complete sentences. Why do you think those particular areas would have the highest population? Which areas would have the lowest population? You're going to list that using complete sentences here and explain your thinking right here. So go back and think about what we said in this part and go back to the population map that was a few pages before. And you can decide based on what you see, which areas have the highest density and lowest density population, and based on what's going on in those regions, why that is the case. Now, after we've done that, you're going to go in and you're going to have an opportunity to use the internet to do some research using Google Earth. So you're going to sign into Google Earth and you're going to look up the Sacramento Valley, and you're going to zoom in real close and answer the question over here about what river you can find here besides the Sacramento River. You're going to go through and answer the remainder of the questions. Use complete sentences whenever you can. And once you're done with that, make sure you submit it. Now, as we move into the next part of our lesson, we're going to take a look at some of these pictures that show different parts of California and what the climate and what the weather is like in those areas, what type of vegetation they have. And we're going to use the clues that we see to try and figure out which parts of California these fit into based on what we learned in the descriptions that we talked about. So we've gone through several of these photos, and these are all of different parts of California. And we're going to get to the California regions page, which is going to be your end of the week assignment. So a region is a large area in which places share similar features. There are 4 regions in California. The coastal region is by the ocean. It has mild weather, beaches, and cliffs. The desert region is hot and dry, but can get cold at night. There are a few plants. Mountain region gets snow and has lots of plants and animals. And then the valley region is low, flat earth that's good for farming and has a few trees. So over here, it gives you directions on what to color which area. So the mountain region, you're going to make it gray. The desert region will be yellow. The coastal region will be blue. And the valley region will be green. And then you're going to determine what region you live in. Now, we live in San Diego, which is over here way on the very edge. And the edge that's next to the water, we know, is the coastal region. So go ahead and head back and take a look at those pictures a little bit more closely and try and guess what each picture is from. What region of California do you think it's from, just from looking at the pictures? Once you finish that, you'll be done with your assignments for the week. We are going to head back over to our assignment because there is a video that we're going to be able to watch about the different areas of California. And I'm going to play that video for you here, but it's also going to be linked in your Friday assignment, and you'll be able to access it that way.
The land of California, with majestic mountains, beautiful coastlines, dry deserts, and lush valleys. California has it all. Each of these areas allows people to take part in many different kinds of work and play, and adds to the magic of the Golden State. California features a long coastline that borders the Pacific Ocean, huge mountains that run along the eastern side of the state, a lush central valley that is perfect for farming, and hot deserts in the south. California's capital, the city where a country's or state's central government is located, is Sacramento. It is located in the north-central part of the state. California is divided into 4 regions, large areas in which places share similar features. The mountain region, the coast region, the valley region, and the desert region. Each region has certain landforms and climates. The climate of a region is its weather patterns over a long period of time. The weather is the condition of the air at a certain time and place. Climate, combined with other factors such as soils and amount of water a region has, affect the types of vegetation and animal life that live in each region. The mountain region of California covers almost half of the state. The Sierra Nevada lies along the eastern edge of California. The highest point in the state can be found here. The mountain region is also home to giant sequoia trees, some of the biggest trees in the world. These beautiful mountains attract a lot of visitors who enjoy hiking and camping in the national parks that can be found throughout the Sierra Nevada. For some, the mountain region represents the true wilderness of California. For others, it represents an industry. Many of the trees found in this region are used for timber, wood that is used to make other products. The Valley region of California is divided into the Sacramento Valley in the north and the San Joaquin Valley in the south. Both are full of agricultural wonders. These valleys also have rivers that serve as a source of water for the fields. All of this water creates an ideal farming environment. Grapes grown in California, like these, are made into beverages and shipped to other states and countries. At first, California's hot, dry desert region seems quite different than California's lush Central Valley region. A desert is an area that receives less than 10 inches of rain in 1 year, which keeps the land and air very dry. The lowest point in the state, and in all of North America, is located in Death Valley at 282 feet below sea level. Temperatures can reach well over 100 degrees, making it one of the hottest places on Earth. The Mojave Desert and the Colorado Desert are in the desert region. They meet at Joshua Tree National Park. The Joshua tree is just one of many different types of plants that can live in the harsh, dry climate. And the desert region is also filled with minerals. So mining is a big business in this region. Another industry found here? Believe it or not, farming. Canals carry water into the Imperial Valley so that crops will grow. The shores along California's coast region are among the most recognizable land features in all of California. The coasts are very populated, especially compared with the mountain regions. Why do so many people want to live on the coast? It could be the surf, sand, and sun.
The climate here is so warm and clear. It feels so right. It's a paradise. San Diego.
The coast region of California has attracted residents and visitors for decades. With mild weather and beautiful views, many interesting cities have developed along California's coast, including Monterey, home of the Monterey Bay Aquarium. The coastal region supports many kinds of jobs. Wildlife research, drilling for oil, and shipping are a few. While each of California's regions has its own unique features and industries, there is one thing they share: tourists. People visit California from all over the world to see the mountains, valleys, deserts, and coasts that make it one of the most interesting and beautiful states in the nation, and one of the best places to call home.
That takes us all the way through our assignments for this week. Make sure on Monday you do complete your ILP questions. Tuesday, you're going to be working on pages 11 and 12. We read through page 11 together. On Thursday, you're going to work on page 13. And then on Friday, you're going to finish page 21. The video, again, is right here. The slides that show the different pictures that we looked at are right here, and the actual assignment is right here. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you have a great day, fourth grade. Take care. Bye-bye.